The Little Inventor Who Saved the City of Giants. A tale of courage, gears, and the spark of invention. What if the smallest hands held the power to turn the mightiest wheels and save an entire city? In the towering city of Brasshaven, where steam hissed through pipes and colossal giants walked among glowing clockwork towers, there lived a boy no taller than a giant's boot. His name was Timmy Gearhart. Timmy was no giant, just a 9-year-old dreamer, always tinkering, always inventing. His goggles were too big, his gloves too stained, and his pockets too full of half-finished gadgets. Timmy wasn't strong. He wasn't loud. He wasn't even noticed most of the time. The giants barely noticed him. And when they did, they laughed. But in his oil-stained gloves and patched overalls, with a pocket wrench always by his side, Timmy dreamed of inventions that could change the world. One evening, just as the sun dipped below the gears of the horizon, a terrible sound echoed across the city. The great clock, the heart of Brasshaven, the machine that powered lights, water, and the rhythm of life itself, fell silent. The city shuddered. Lights flickered out. Steam hissed to nothing. The giants roared in panic, their deep voices shaking the streets. They tugged at levers. They hammered at panels. But the great clock was too vast, too delicate. Its inner gears were far too small for their massive hands. And so the city of giants stood powerless, waiting for night to swallow them whole. The city dimmed. Darkness spread through the streets and fear spread through the giants. Without the clock, their world could not survive. The giants tried everything, but their hands were too big. Their steps too heavy. None could reach the delicate gears deep within. And so they turned to the smallest among them. But where the giants failed, a small boy dared to try. Timmy tightened his belt of gadgets, clutched his tiny pocket wrench, took a shaky breath and whispered, "If no one else can do it, maybe I can." He was just one boy, but sometimes one boy is enough. Inside the great clock, Timmy gasped. He discovered a world unlike anything he'd imagined. A living labyrinth of golden gears, whirring cogs, and rivers of steam. And hidden among the shadows, he wasn't alone. It was like stepping into another world. Gears taller than houses spun slowly in the dark. Glowing crystals pulsed like beating hearts. And chains swung like bridges between islands of metal. And there, from the shadows, tiny figures appeared. Thumb-sized people in patchwork armor with glowing crystal helmets and voices like chimes. The tiny helpers, their leader, Clicksworth, half clock, half man, stepped forward. His gears clicked softly as he spoke. "We have kept the clock alive for centuries, but now it is broken beyond our reach. We've been waiting," he said, his gears clicking. "Only someone like you, small, clever, determined, can fix what is broken. Will you help us, Timmy Gearhart?" Timmy's heart pounded. He was just a boy, but he nodded. "Yes, together we can fix it." Deep in the core, the problem revealed itself. A massive steam engine, cracked and hissing, spewing fire and smoke. Sparks rained like shooting stars. The main gear, the heart of the clock, the core gear, was jammed, blocked by a raging steam engine, spitting fire and sparks. No giant could pass. No helper could survive. Only Timmy could try. It was dangerous, impossible. But Timmy's eyes lit with determination. Not impossible, just tricky. Together, Timmy and the tiny helpers built a daring invention. They built a strange contraption. Wings of scrap metal, ropes of chain, and a pulley powered by glowing crystals. They climbed, swung, and dodged the bursts of steam, hearts pounding with every spark. The journey was perilous. Timmy swung across chains, narrowly dodged boiling steam, and clung to gears that spun with crushing force. With trembling hands, Timmy pulled out his pocket wrench. The tiny tool gleamed in the firelight. At last, hanging upside down by his belt, Timmy reached the jammed gear. With trembling hands, he slipped his tiny wrench into the lock. "Come on, don't fail me now." The wrench turned, one turn, two turns, the gear began to move. The gear groaned. And then with a thunderous click, ka-chunk, the great clock roared back to life. Gears spun, steam hissed, and light surged across the city like dawn breaking after endless night. The gears spun, the lights returned, and Brasshaven shone once more. Outside, the giants lifted their heads. They cheered. Their towers lit up, their streets glowed, their city breathed once again. And then, they looked down. For the first time, the mighty giants cheered not for themselves, but for the boy who was smaller than their shadow. They didn't see just a small boy. They saw a hero. Timmy smiling proudly, wrench in hand, helpers waving from the gears. Timmy Gearhart stood proud, goggles shining, his tiny wrench raised high. The tiny helpers cheered too, their crystal helmets glowing like stars in the gears. The great clock ticked once more, steady, strong, eternal. Timmy Gearhart, the little inventor who saved the city of giants, proved one timeless truth. Even the smallest person can make the biggest difference. And so, in the city of Brasshaven, they would always remember the day the smallest inventor of them all saved the giants. Because sometimes the tiniest hands can turn the biggest wheels, and the smallest heart can make the greatest difference. Timmy's story reminds us, never doubt what you can do, no matter your size. Thank you for joining us on this adventure. If you enjoyed this tale of courage and invention, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more magical adventures here on the channel. Until then, keep dreaming, keep building, and never forget, small can still be mighty.